y'all can see Paulo down here. But yeah, there he is. Hello, family and friends. It's Kim here from Kim's Country Corner. And today I'm out at the Hancock Homestead. And we are starting out here in my she shed, my garden, my potting shed, because it is so windy outside that I know you're not going to be able to hear me out there. But anyway, I'm here at the Hancock Homestead. I've been out here at the Hancock Homestead most of the summer because I have been helping John through his various foot problems. He fractured his foot at the beginning of summer, and then at the beginning of September he had to have foot and ankle surgery. So he is in the house recuperating nicely from his surgery, but I needed to get outside today because I need to do the September walk around. Let's see, the first weekend in September was my birthday weekend, hence the new shirt. My sister got me this shirt that says, "This is my crop top." Get it, crops? I always thought that it was so cool, people who could wear crop tops. In case you don't know what a crop top is a top that just comes down to just below your chest area, right above your belly button. The goal is, I think, to see your belly button. But anyway, I never had the figure to wear a crop top. And so my sister said, "Look, Kim, now you have a crop top that you can wear." So anyway, that's my sister for you. She's always finding the coolest birthday presents. And so this was from my sister. Hopefully you guys saw all the house plants that I bought for myself. And so yeah. Anyway, then the next weekend in September, I had gone on a couple of day trips. I went with my grandson to the Old Thrasher show, and we had some one-on-one time. And then I went with my granddaughter to a sunflower maze, and we had some one-on-one time. And then my grandson Jackson, he came over for an overnighter so that we could have some one-on-one time. I'm not quite ready to take Jackson places by myself just yet. But anyway, so yeah, so September has been super busy. And I have not been out much doing yard work. I did have some rhizomes come in, some irises that I needed to get in the ground. But other than that, I have not been doing yard work. The week is full of taking care of John and, household chores, laundry, meals, that kind of thing. And taking him to the doctor. He's been to the doctor a couple of times now. And so that fills up my week. And then, like I said, the weekends I've had some extracurricular activities going on that I have thoroughly enjoyed, but it has not left me much time for yard work. But we need to do a September walk around. I made it my goal this year to do a walk around every month. And I am so proud of myself. I am so proud of myself because I managed to get in a walk around every month so far. My March walk around wasn't too long because I was sick, but I managed to get one in. So I need to do this September walk around. And not only do I do them for you all, which I appreciate you watching and hopefully you enjoy, but I also do them for myself so that I can see where the garden is at in September. And I can already tell you that I need to figure out some fall interest. And so anyway, I started here in the potting shed because of how windy it is outside. When we do the walk around, I'm going to try to do as little talking as possible because I can't find my mic and I don't want to be yelling and I want you guys to be able to hear. So if I have something important to say, I'll probably just put it in a text. Anyway, let's go do the September walk around while I wear my crop top. All right. So one thing you might notice is that we do have a new front porch, and my son-in-law Matt and his dad built that porch, and they had to put a ramp on it so that John could use his scooter to get into the house and then out to the car for doctor's appointments. So yeah, so that's one thing you will notice. So that's one new thing you will notice. The black office chair is out of John's room because his desk is in there and he just didn't have room for the chair and the scooter. So anyway, and that's new. And then you can see Jackson's play area here. When he was over the other night, we just played in the sandbox. And we have had some rain, I'm happy to say. I'm also happy to say that we have not been flooded like some areas, but we have had a decent amount of rain. So as you can see, all of the plants are nearing the end here, and we still have some blooms on the blanket flowers and a few blooms on the dianthesis and the cone flowers, but everything is starting to die down. And I need to take this sunflower out, but I haven't done so yet because the birds are thoroughly enjoying it. And I will put in a clip here that I shot from the kitchen window one day when the birds were out here just having a feast. So even though that sunflower is really tilting over and kind of going past its prime, I can't take it down just yet because look at all the birds that are feeding on the seeds of it. Right now, we have a bunch of sparrows out there feeding. Later in the day, the goldfinches show up, and it'll be loaded with goldfinches. But it's just so cool to see all the birds. I'm shooting through the kitchen window, so sorry about the blurriness, but whenever I try to shoot outside, of course, they all fly off. So, sorry about all the spots, but I just wanted to show that to you. These are the Pow Wow Wild Berry coneflowers, the very first coneflowers I planted. And even though I have dug them up and transplanted them to other places, they continue to come up here every year so far. In October, this patio area here is going to get a big renovation. I'm just waiting for October and for John to get to feeling a little bit better. Get this shrub cut out this fall. As you can see, the Macintosh apples are done for the year, and now the Red Delicious are starting to drop. And I need to get out here and get them picked up today. I've been having to move some ditch lilies and some irises, so I've been moving them to the ditch area. Right down in here, I put several clumps of ditch lilies to fill in that area. And then over here, I didn't have any cardboard, so I'm using some art paper that I had to put down as a weed barrier. And this is where some of the rhizomes that I had to transplant have gone. I'm not quite done yet. I need to get some more soil to get these in. This ditch area we can't do a whole lot with, so I just try to keep it naturalized. I naturalize with ditch lilies and irises. And this year we have some goldenrod. I do not know what happened with the shrubs. They just, in 1 week, like lost all their leaves. And I was really worried that maybe they were dying, but as you can see, there are a lot of buds on there. So that one's still in good shape. And this one is in good shape. All of the apple trees, but we do have a video on the apple They were out the other day combining corn, so that was really a lot of fun to watch. I'll try to remember to put a clip in here of the neighbor combining. Neighbors are combining their corn across the road. It is that time of the year. It's actually one of my favorite times of the year because I just love hearing the combines and the tractors. I don't know why. And the rustling of the corn. Alright, we'll get the moment and come back. Especially this time of the year. And instead of a spring cleaning, we always have to do a fall cleaning. Alright, lots of work going on today across the road. Alright, so here is the what I call the gate garden. And it is down to its final days. Now don't look at the weeds, because I have not been out to do yard work, but let's look at the beautiful flowers that are still showing. We have some giant poof zinnias. We have some open face zinnias. We have some marigolds. We have the sunflower heads that have been a real treat for the birds. Looks like they've cleaned that one out just about. You know, even dried up, they're still pretty. Some cosmos. Some of them that just came up are shorter, but we also have some taller ones. I've done some work on this iris bed here. So I've been weeding this iris bed, trying to get it cleaned up so that I can put down some newspapers in between rows and mulch. But I will not be using wood chips as my mulch. I will be using sand from the sandbox and maybe some pea gravel. Wood chips keep your rhizomes too wet. They do not like to be wet. You'll get root rot. So I will be mulching with sand and pea gravel. Alright, so we got some irises transplanted there. This area here is where I'm going to be putting a peony to go with the other peonies when it comes in. This area is a work in progress. So, still got a lot more work to do back here, but it is looking better. I have the peony row back here. Another peony is coming to go right there. And then, if you guys saw me do the irises, this is my new iris nursery bed, where I decided to put all the new rhizomes that came in. We have a walnut tree with walnuts dropping. And then we have a pecan tree. Let's see if I can find a grouping of pecans to show you. Or have they all dropped? Ooh, did y'all hear that? A walnut just fell. It's dangerous this time of year. Alright, so here's some pecans on the ground. It was a lighter year for the pecans this year. It's hard to walk because the walnuts are under your feet and the pecans are crunching under your feet. It's kind of hard to walk because these walnuts kind of roll under your feet. Alright, so even though we have not had a frost yet, it is getting towards the end of the season. So most of the vegetables have been picked. I do see a giant cucumber we missed. That one's beyond eating though. We had a good year for cucumbers though. But as you can see, it is going through dieback now. And a lot of the tomatoes have already been picked and eaten. Looks like we have a few I can take in for lunch. But see, because of the recent rains, they are starting to split. Yeah, they got too much water all at one time, and so that has caused them to split. So I may not have any good ones for eating. I'll have to see if I can find some that aren't split. See, I have a feeling they're all going to be like that. Okay, but still some of these cherry tomatoes. Come in and pick a handful of them. We do still have a few peppers on. We'll see. Some of these green peppers have been on so long that they are already starting to change colors. All peppers start out green and they'll eventually turn, all peppers start out green and then they eventually turn yellow and then red. So yeah. Oh, did you all see that monarch? Let's see if I can figure out where it lands. Oh wow, isn't it pretty? Oh. I see some red peppers ready to come. So you can see where this one was green, changing to red. Have some yellow ones over here. I'll take a yellow one. Yeah. Alright, so there's 2 red and 2 yellow. Let me see if I can find a green one to take in. The green ones are harder to see. Oh, here we go. Here's a nice green one. Look at that one. That one looks big enough to eat. Get it off the vine. Whoops. There we go. Alright. See if I can find another one. Oh, I see one over there. Let's go around. I need to come out and do a complete haul. But for right now, I'll just take in these 6. There. So I need to come out and do a complete haul, but for right now, we'll just take in these 6 for lunch. And then some of the cherry tomatoes. I knew that I was not going to be canning this year. One, I just didn't feel like canning this year. I did not feel like making salsa. And 2, I knew I was just going to be too busy. So I let a friend, a neighbor, come out and pick all of the Roma tomatoes. So the Roma tomatoes went to a friend, a neighbor, so that she could use them for canning. She came out, 3 different days because they, came on kind of in 3 different stages. But yeah, so she got them all picked. There's a few green ones left, but not enough to mess with. Okay. And then the better boys are about done. I do see a couple hanging, but I don't know, they might be split too. Doesn't look too bad. Is that one split? Nope, that one looks good. Okay, so I was able to find 3 good better boys, and we'll take them in for lunch. The rest of them are split or past due. See, that one's past due. These are split. But I did manage to find 3 good ones. All right. Okay, so here's something new for the month of September. This is another project that we have been working on, that I have been, quote, supervising, unquote. As you know, my sister has been here with her truck and trailer camping out for most of the summer. And we had an old concrete pad where an old machine shed used to sit, and she was parking on it. Well, we decided to tear out that old concrete and have some new fresh gravel laid and have everything leveled, because we are going to be putting in a new concrete pad and a new carport that will be big enough to go over her recreational vehicle. She's thinking about changing from a truck and trailer to an RV mobile home, but whatever she chooses, we're getting a carport large enough to go over it. So that's what this new gravel is for. There will eventually be a concrete pad in there. There will eventually be a carport, and then eventually we will have topsoil brought in and banked up and getting it to look pretty. But yes, this has been another project that I have been busy with here in September. I just ordered the carport, and it takes 6 to 8 weeks. So around somewhere between Halloween and Thanksgiving is when it should be going up. So yes, that's new. I have not gotten anything decorative on my wall yet. There'll be plenty of time for that. Aren't these flowers still beautiful though? Still pretty. Grandkids soccer balls, basketballs. We do a lot of ball playing around here. All right, and now we're back to the beginning. Okay, family and friends, well, that's it for the September walk around. I hope you were able to hear most of it. Thank you for coming along with me on the walk. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to know more about what's going on in my corner of the world, hit that subscribe button to Kim's Country Corner. All right, I will talk to you all later. Bye for now. Beautiful fall day. So, and get out and enjoy it if you can.